Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 134 of the Three Stitches podcast. I unfortunately am recording on a Monday today. I'm not recording on a Sunday. Things got hectic again. This might become the norm, but we'll have to wait and see about that. I was on duty on Saturday into Sunday, so I didn't get off of duty until 4:30 yesterday afternoon. Then I had homework to catch up on, and I went to mass, and then last night there were lots of things that I wanted to watch on TV, so unfortunately podcasting took a hit. It sounds bad saying like that TV takes priority over podcasting, but The Quiet Man was on, and that's not very often. It's not on Netflix instant streaming, so and it's sort of our St. Patrick's Day tradition. So while we're on that topic, happy belated St. Patrick's Day. Hope you made it through the holiday well. There were no incidents here at the dorms, which thank goodness because I was on duty. And last time I was on duty on St. Patrick's Day, I got threatened to be sued. So quite the comparison, quite the reverse of my previous experiment. And I'm sorry, I'm fidgety. It's so dry. My legs are so itchy. Yeah. It's winter. Yay. No matter how many times you lotion up during the day, your skin's just like, please, I need moisture, please. But yeah, so no incidents here at school. I can't vouch for off campus, but if there was stuff off campus, they stayed off campus, and yep, they didn't come back here and cause trouble. So while we don't advocate for underage drinking, they stayed off campus and didn't cause a problem here. So I know it sounds bad, but it made our jobs easier. It sounds really bad, but that's really what we think. Um, mm, okay. Other than that, not much has happened. This is grad school. My life is filled. I don't even get to go to the social events on campus anymore because my life is filled with work and knitting. So yeah. And while I don't mind my life being filled with knitting, I'd rather it be filled with knitting and going to social events, or knitting a little bit of work and going to social events. And the whole social life aspect of school has been cut out. But I did get a little bit of a catch up time. While I was on duty on Saturday night, a bunch of the RAs came down, and we stayed up talking till like 3 a.m. And so, needless to say, my Lenten promise of getting up at 5 a.m. every morning except the weekend didn't stand that day because I don't think I could have functioned on 2 hours of sleep. I could have if it wasn't St. Patrick's Day. I told myself that I'm going to suspend it because if something does happen on Sunday and I'm on duty, I don't want to be sleep deprived. So I didn't set my alarm and I slept until like 11. So, yeah. So as bad as that sounds, that's 8 hours sleep. So from 3 to 11, 8 hours sleep. Um, but nothing did happen. It was good. Um, Other than that, nope, no social life out the window. But it's spring break coming up, so I'll get a little bit of a break. I don't quite know what I'm doing for spring break yet, so keep you updated on that. Um, Katie's offered to let me go to Massachusetts with her, so that's probably what I'll end up doing. So you'll probably see a podcast from me on Saturday instead of Sunday or Monday. Just I'll get one out there before I go on spring break. Because I don't know when I'll be able to record / upload. Maybe I'll do it there. I did last year. Maybe. We'll see. Might get kind of tricky. Especially because I podcast on Sundays, and and 2 weeks from now, that's going to be Easter. We'll see how it goes. Really, as much as you try planning ahead, sometimes you just gotta wing it. So, okay. 4 minutes in, yeah, I think that's a good time to start knitting. Yeah. I feel like I'm forgetting something major. Major. I don't know what. We had staff meeting on Friday. Spring break's coming up. We just got off spring break. A lot of people are on spring break this week, including my siblings, I think, except Lindsay, obviously. Um, there's a movie night tonight, which I don't know if I'll be able to go to. We're playing The Road Trip, the one that just came out recently with Barbra Streisand. I want to see it, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to go. I'll try and make time. I don't know. Okay. I guess if I can't think of it, really not that important. But what is important was related to knitting, so I will start that out because I have a finished object to show you. This big monstrosity of a sweater is done. And I have 3 people who want me to make one for them. And as much as I loved knitting this sweater, I'm going to need a little bit of a break. It was a very fun knit, but 3 more? Oh boy. Oh boy. I got offered $100 to make one for somebody. I'm like, the yarn was $20. But hey, $100? No. I would feel like I'm cheating them if I get the yarn for $20 and they give me 100. But okay, so I'll show you a little bit, but then I'll stick pictures in because even though it's off the needles, it's still a very large monstrosity, and my screen is only this big to show you. So we'll do our best, but we'll see photos, and there's photos up on my project page on Ravelry because I did when I updated on this one because I was so proud of this that when I put this up on Ravelry I looked at how many projects I didn't have projects for or I didn't have up there period, so I was like, I have work to do, but I'm gonna procrastinate and update all my projects, so most of my projects are now up there that I could remember or and that I could get my hands on easily to take a photo of. That's what I was gonna tell you. It was a good thing that Lindsay was on spring break this week because I don't know if I might have worn it for a podcast or two, but I have this pink crocheted sweater and I wanted to wear it last Monday, I believe. Monday? Sometime last week. And so no, but I believe it was last Wednesday. And I'm like, okay, so I get up in the morning and get dressed, and then I have all my knitted items up on a shelf above my closet. And I go up there and I'm like, I don't see it. Where is it? And I live in a dorm, so when something's missing, the first thought to your head is it went missing when I did laundry, and so there's no way of getting it back. I'm like, this is a handmade sweater. I've lost a handmade sweater, and then I'm like, I don't think I've worn it since I got back for the semester because I don't remember washing it since I got back for the beginning of the semester. Did I bring it home? I'm thinking back, I'm like, I think I remember wearing it at home because I love this sweater. So I would think I would have brought it home to wear it at home. I mean, it's been home plenty of times. It's been seen by home plenty of times. But it's one of my favorite sweaters. It's one of my go-to sweaters. Um, and so I'm like, I must have left it home. So I text Lindsay real quick, and in the middle of a panic attack, going, "Oh my gosh, I've lost my sweater! I've lost the handmade sweater! How could I do this?" And I'm like, "Can you go look in my drawer, please, for the sweater, please?" And yes, thankfully, it's at home. I, oh man, I was tearing my room apart, and that's the first time I did this week. But I'll get to the second time I did that later. So I tore my room apart looking for this stupid sweater that I left at home. I left so much stuff at home this week, this time around. It, I don't know what went through my head while I was packing. I left my workout clothes at home, and I'm going buggy, not being able to work out for an entire semester. I'm like, I need to work out. I need to go to the gym, but I have nothing to wear. Please. And I left my skinny jeans at home. So, and I like wearing those jeans with I have nice knee-high or almost knee-high leather boots, high-heel boots, and I like to wear those. I can't, and I like, it's just bad. It's really bad. I left so much stuff at home, and now I realize that I left my pink crochet sweater at home. I also left my pink Ravelinic sweater at home as well. I was when I go home, I have some clothes in my closet and some clothes in my drawers, and my drawers usually consist of my knitted items that can't be hung up because they'll stretch out, and my workout clothes. So, and I think I just forgot to empty my drawers when I started packing because everything that I'm missing would be in those drawers. Yay! Oh. This is what school does to you. Not only does it like kill your brain cells during the semester, it starts killing off your brain cells even before you arrive. Okay, back to the sweater. So, this is the back. Okay, let's see how well you're sitting it. Oh, let's stretch up this cape a little bit for you. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so there's the back. Yay, back. And then that cable gets extended up into the hood. So there we go. See hood? Yep. And then we turn around. And there's the sleeve, there's the lovely cable of the sleeve. And then it's just a simple cable up the front of the sides. I have yet to put a zipper in it because not having a car on campus, I don't know when I'll be able to go to a craft store. So I'm technically calling this finished until I can go to a craft store. And since I don't know when that will be, I don't know when this will be finished technically. So it's technically finished in my mind because it's wearable right now. So yep, just a simple cable up the two sides. So here's some pictures that I took. These are the pictures that are on my Ravelry page. And yeah, I'm very pleased with it. It's so nice to cuddle up with when it's cold. I love it. It'll probably go with me on spring break. I'm excited. Um, what else? Okay. I did a little bit of work on this Stockholm scarf, which I started 2 weeks ago, but I didn't show you last week because there was no progress. I literally had cast it on and had half a row done, which I eventually ended up taking out and redoing because I left it alone for so long and I moved it so many times that I dropped a couple stitches, and picking stitches up from cast on is I've never done. I don't know if it's possible. If it is, I've never done it before. I don't even know how to attempt it. So yeah, needless to say, it was take out and redo, which it wasn't bad. It was a cast on and a half row. So, but I am much further now. Um, I am on repeat. Let's see here. One, two, three, four. Repeat four of. I think I'm gonna probably to make it 14 inches. I might. It's about probably about 14 repeats, maybe 15. I'm not sure. I think one repeat is just shy of an inch. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll measure when I get to 7 repeats and see how far along I am and see if I'll do 14 or 15. It's a simple 4 pattern repeat, and it's a free pattern on Ravelry. So it's yeah, a hard time seeing it because it's a dark color, so you're not getting much stitch definition. But my webcam is just not good. It looks like a holy mess, holy as in lots of holes, or holy as in the other meaning, but it's a holy mess. Um, yeah, it's a dark blue, so there's not much stitch definition. It looks nice when you're looking at it in real life. Um, but yeah, I did have some trouble with the pattern because I'll read it to you. It's a free pattern, so I'm not breaking any copyright. Adobe. Okay, so it's gonna be. Ooh. Okay, so it says to cast on 128 stitches because she does two panels and then sews them together. But then in parentheses she says that you can cast on 256 if you are knitting in the round. So I cast on 256 if you're knitting in the round. But when I got to row 2, my stitches weren't lining up, and there's no chart, so I can't. I like a chart just to see where my stitches are supposed to be, which stitches are supposed to be lining up with which stitches from the previous row, so I know that I'm doing the pattern correctly. It just when I was doing row 2 as written, it wasn't looking right, and so then I went on Ravelry, see if someone had maybe made a chart or if people were having the same issue as I was, um, but and they I couldn't find anything. But then on her Ravelry, on the pattern in Ravelry, the little notes at the bottom, it said that it's basically a four pattern or a 4 row repeat. Um, 2 rows are pattern, and um, then the ones in between are basically just knitting the knit stitches and purling the purl stitches. I'm like, why didn't I think of that before? Because it's the plain rows in between. And then I realized I was having so much trouble and the stitches weren't lining up because the instructions are written as if you're knitting straight and then turning it and going back the other way, not continuing around. That's why I was having so much problem. But so once I got that all sorted, I was golden. Okay. Oh, I never told you what I was knitting this on. These are knitted on size 9 needles. Don't ask me the metric. I don't have a conversion in front of me. I should have like a little like note chart right on my desk. Be like, all right, these are the metric conversions of your needles. These are the pattern names. These are the pattern authors. Oh, by the way, pattern author. It's a free pattern. It's not a free pattern. Ooh, don't drop the Kindle. Okay. Okay, Stockholm Scarf by knittedbliss.com. Does it have the actual author? It just says J. Crawford. So someone whose name begins with J and last name Crawford. Don't know, but it's a free pattern. Okay, go check it out. It's turning out really nice. I recommend you don't do it in a dark blue, but this is all the yarn I had and I really, really wanted to make the scarf. I wanted a nice, big, thick infinity scarf, so this was it. And I'm just doing it in generic blue. It was sale yarn at Walmart. Worsted weight, it was like $2 a ball, and it did not come with a tag. So I have no idea what yarn it is. It is a generic dark blue, a worsted weight yarn. Okay, on to some more in this project. I got a total of 2 teeth done on this. When I first cast it on, I was like, I realized that it got bigger as you go, but I got a fair amount done in the first night, and I was like, oh, this will be a breeze. I'll have it done in 2 weeks. Well, we've reached the 2 week mark. It's not done. It's just barely halfway done. So yeah, a little bit longer than 2 weeks. Okay, let me get this all sorted out. There we go. Okay, so here is the hitchhiker once again. Slightly longer than last week. Like I said, by a grand total of 2 teeth. These little teethers. And I am still absolutely in love with it. I love it. I cannot wait for this to be done and to wear it because it's so bright and colorful. It'll be perfect for spring. Perfect. Yay. This is the yarn. I don't have the wrapper with me. Turns out I did throw away the wrapper, but it's not here on my desk. It's actually sitting over there amongst my pillows. Don't ask. That's where I usually knit, and so everything ends up over there. Yep. Okay. Finally, we're heading into the 20-minute mark. finally my even star, and it did get progress. Yay for progress on my even star. I'm not as far as Lindsay or Mom. Not as far. I don't know exactly what row I'm on. I'm in the portion where I'm doing the repeats. So I'm going by repeats right now until I reach row 21. So all I can tell you right now is I am on the first row of the fifth repeat of this little 4-row section at the beginning of chart 3. And I am liking how it looks so far. I am liking it very, 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 very much. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. So very, very pretty. Um, so this has the story of why I was running around with like a chicken with my head cut off for the second time this week. I was sitting knitting yesterday, and about towards the end of my first skein of this lovely yarn, and I'm like, okay, well, before I get too far, when I reach the end of this row, before I reach the end of my yarn, I'll bring in the chair from the sleigh lounge that I use to wind hanks of yarn, and I will wind the second hank of yarn. Put my name down, bring in the chair, and then I go into my bins are over there, and the bottom bin is for my books / worsted weight, and the top bin is for all my lace weight. So I pull out my top bin, my lace weight yarn, and I'm going through. I'm like, I don't have it. It's not in here. There's none of the hanks are in here. What happened? And I'm like, well, no, maybe I mixed up. I got put in my worsted weight, so I lugged that thing out, and I'm taking everything out and frantically searching for the stupid hank of lace weight. And I'm already in the mindset because I've left my workout clothes, I've left my skinny jeans, I've left those 2 sweaters at home. I'm like, did I leave my yarn at home? What am I gonna do if I did? Because I'm not gonna work on it for goodness knows how long. I'm about to break down, going, no, I've left my yarn at home. I can't work on my evens anymore. Just when I'm starting to get progress done on it again, I have to put it down. No, and there's a little box sitting right by my door over there, and it has sock yarn, and it has some fun fur in it that was given to me a little bit ago. I'm like, maybe. Why would it be in there? Maybe. So I reached down. I didn't even have to rifle through it. Right on top is this little already wound hank of yarn. I forgot that I wound it before I came to school. So yeah, it was already wound. It was sitting in a little box. And yeah, I will say once again, this is what school does to me. I forget things that happened 2 months ago. I forget that I wound yarn. All of this lace weight yarn. I forgot that I had wound it and brought it with me. It was just it was about where I am right now, where I was hysterically laughing at myself, just going, "You are such an idiot. Why? Why?" Why? So, yeah. Needless to say, I will be able to finish my Eco Star because I have all my skeins of port, gloss lace, knit picks, lace weight yarn in that box right there. It's documented evidence. So when this ball is done, and I'm frantically running around my room, and if I happen to post on Plurk, I can't find my lace weight yarn for the next skein for my lace weight for my even star. Grab me by the neck and throttle me and say, "It's in the box! You wound it before you left!" This is what my life has become. One more semester. I turned in all my paperwork for my student teaching seminar. Oh, and I forgot to ask him how many credits I'm going to be in next semester. Every time I go in there, I have to remind myself to ask him how many credits I'm officially going to be registered for next semester because my dad's been asking me to find out. I keep forgetting. I'll email him. I was in there for a good half an hour too, just talking. It's going to escape my brain. Oh boy. I left here at 1 o'clock this afternoon because I had to print out some stuff at the library, and then I had to go get the paperwork signed by my advisor, and then drop it off at Dr. Piotrowski's office to so he can start finding placements for me. And then with all the people I talked with going there in the office, talking with my advisor, talking with people on the way back, I didn't get back until 3 o'clock. This is what social life deprivation has done to me. I leave my dorm room for a simple errand, and I come back 2 hours later. Oh boy. Okay. One more thing. I've also been working on puzzle pieces. I'm gonna show it to you. Oh wow, it's snowing like Tweets Band out there. That happened while we were recording. It was not snowing when we started, and now it's really coming down. They're big fluffy flakes too. I'm just staring out the window while you guys are watching. Yeah. I could turn my computer to see, but then you'd see the mess that my room has become. It's not really that messy, it's just full of flotsam and jetsam. Like, I just washed pots and pans, so they're sitting over there, and I have folders that I need to do schoolwork, and yeah. It's just, and then of course all the projects that I've shown you are there. But you'd say you'd see all of that, and it would sort of ruin the nicely put image I've made of cleaning just the frame area. So you guys don't think I really do keep my room clean. I just not as clean as it should be. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's what I was saying. My all awareness puzzle pieces are over there. I didn't show you. Oops. But it's going to be a long project, so this will not be the first and only week that they'll be in progress. So you will see them next week. Okay. It's 27 minutes. I gotta wrap it up. Okay. They just keep getting longer and longer as the semester progresses. Okay. So we're on iTunes, and there was some problems with my episode last time. I know there were some problems with Lindsay and Mum's episode, but there were also problems with my episode in regards to iTunes last week. So let me know if it's better. Let me know if I need to noodle around there and see if it's some sort of setting got changed without my knowledge. They're just or if they're just messing with me. Let me know. Check us out on iTunes. Give us a star rating. Give us a comment. Check us out, or we're on our blog, Three Stitches Podcast, or Three Stitches blog, Three Stitches Podcast on Ravelry. Friend us on Ravelry. I am Tara's Traveler 42. Friend us on Plurk. I am KJo36 on Plurk. Other than that, I think that's good. I think that's everything. All my alternate egos have been listed. Okay. With that, I will let you go and wish you happy knitting, and I will see you sometime next weekend before spring break. Don't know when, but I promise I will podcast. So, yep. Like Lindsay, there's really no neat way of wrapping this up. It's just like, yep, and I think that's everything. Okay, bye. So I will leave you be and say goodbye and see you next week. Bye.